Hi, my name is Mario Garcia del Olmo, and I'm gonna be talking about my personal futures. For starters, it's gonna be about looking at my life and what I am now. It's important to state that personal futures are the evaluation and visualization of potential futures for me, in this case. It's highly important to state that I can only explore futures that concern me. So along this project, I will be studying the possible futures for me with the objective of analyzing them, learning which one is the more viable, and even taking real actions to make build the most desirable one. In the first step, I will use a lot of frameworks and charts of information about my personal life in order to make it easier and understandable. So, I wrote a lot about my childhood and my teenage stage and how it works, things that didn't work out as the way they were supposed to, but however, I will skip that part because I think it's really boring and nonsense, and I will go directly to the social domains. My domains, I will start with the social. So I think this is definitely a driving force in my actual life stage, the young adult. I have to make use of it and even improve it in order to manage in the best way possible my relationships. Of course, I'm talking about personal and labor relationships that are critical to make and maintain to ensure a better life in my future. As we know, we'll have to have good networking skills in order to we don't know we're going to meet our next partner or even our next boss. So we have to be careful. My activities domain. At the beginning, I thought that it was not a driving force in this life stage, but then I started thinking about how much I love college, how much I care about my current job, so I would say that it's definitely a driving force, since the two things are the most important ones for me right now, and I could be willing to give up something else in order to keep having these two. So I would say that this is a driving force too. I have two on the finance domain. This could be a very important force when one gets into adult stage, but right now I would say that even though I'm working, I'm not completely financially independent, and my parents still pay for my education and my maintenance. So even though I do have credit cards and try to keep a good credit history, I do not take complete care about my finances, so it's not like a driving force right now. About the other one that could be a driving force in some stages, housing domain, I'm currently not worrying about it at all because I live with my parents and I'm completely happy and okay with that. I'll just take a minute to list my values in order of importance to me, and it goes family, friends, college, job, principles, income, recognition, personal image, ethics, challenge, and independence. So, we're now moving to phase 2. In this part, I'm mainly talking about exploring some futures with scenarios, and I wrote four scenarios here. One is a scenario that just creates an image about what could happen if I do nothing at all in any direction. The other two ones is about the best possible scenario, the worst possible one, and a wild card. So I'll skip the part that goes about the chart, and I'll go directly to the part about describing it. So I've already talked about the social domains and all that stuff. So in the first scenario, continuation of the present, I would be graduated from high school. I would still remember how it is. I would own my own apartment. I was very hard work getting to sign for the mortgage and knowing all that stuff that I know now. But the best way that I can keep these scenarios but not doing anything at all. So in this scenario, I keep my job at a marketing level research enterprise, which I work right now, and I got a few promotions, but I'm not completely satisfied. So in this scenario number 2, best possible scenario, I visualize myself working in New York with a super firm in which I could be a managing partner and even a name partner. I would do great things with marketing level research. I could be probably an internationalized enterprise. I could have found Mr. Right, and I could be married by them, hopefully. So I could still see my friends and family, and it could be like really great because I really love them and I appreciate them. In this scenario number 3, the wild card, it's about losing my job, losing my actual car, my parents getting divorced, my brother becoming sort of punk and all that stuff. And with this scenario number 4, the worst possible one, I definitely lost my car, lost my job, did not graduate from high school, and all that horrible stuff that I definitely hope that it could not happen. So I'll just finish by saying that with this activity I was able to recognize my plausible scenario and emphasizing which one is the one that I want for me. So now that I want this scenario number 2 that talks about best plausible scenario, we're going to talk about how to get it. Now that I've chosen one, I'll start by saying super quick. Regarding the activities, I would be having my own firm. I would have finished successfully my career, and now I would be studying like masters, traveling worldwide, and all that stuff. Being financially independent completely, and having lots of money for buying a huge house, whatever I want. I will be completely healthy, because I definitely work out a lot. So in housing, I could own my own place and not just an apartment. I'm thinking big. So about social, I will be very close with my family and very best friends, all that stuff. So in order to achieve that, I'm with a mission that says have a loving family enjoying an upper class life that will keep me conscious about family business and contribution to the community, because as I've already mentioned in the part number 1, I'm a person who really cares about the community and giving back something. I consider myself very lucky for all the things that I have, and I just want to give something back. My actions in order to achieve this future would be in the activities. I would have to graduate with honors, to have my GMAT done by the last semester of college, make a plan for my masters, target places all over the world I would like to visit and work on. In the finances, I will have completely paid my college debt, starting saving money for big projects, and even investing. So in the health part, I will follow a very balanced diet, exercising at least 3 times a week, and going gradually to check up with all the doctors that I know. With the housing, I would have made a huge research about the best neighborhoods, and I would have probably bought a huge house just for me and my family, maybe. And the social, I would have married Mr. Right, and I could be super happy with my friends and my current job. So I make a lot of actions to be taken year by year, but I don't think it would be really necessary to explain it here, since you can see the chart in the PowerPoint presentation that I'm uploading to the Blackboard. So I also have a contingency plan in case a wildcard happen, like a natural disaster, parents dying, inheritance, and all that stuff. It would be really helpful to me to know this, and it was really cool when I was writing it, because it really made me conscious about how lucky I am, how I have never ever had to worry about one of these wild cards until now. So I think I am prepared for the future, for whatever it comes. So with this activity, I was really able to settle down all the ideas of the plausible scenarios and really make a plan, an action plan. And I know now that it depends only on me to make it happen or to not make it happen at all. So I'm actually very excited, because now I know all the actions that has to be taken one by one. So it really got me thinking about how am I going to make sure my selected future actually happens. So I'm gonna be taking a lot of effort, but I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna do it right. So thank you for